All right, man. Brad Holmes says that they're doing the legwork to trade the number 6 pick, and also he spoke on Kenny Golladay. We'll talk about that, but make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, the icon button, share the video. I'm trying to pull it up. Make sure you check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, and I'm trying to pull it up. Oh yeah, Brad Holmes says he's doing the legwork to prepare for trading the number 7 pick, but there's players that we feel really good about staying where we currently are, that we feel comfortable with selecting. So my whole thing is, even if you got to reach, as long as you get it right, you go back in draft history, had somebody reach for Aaron Rodgers, and somebody would have reached for him in the draft, and he would have turned out the way he turned out. Still, wouldn't nobody, even if he turned out 20% less, wouldn't nobody would have complained. Even if you got to reach, people say, well, you could have moved back. You better get it right. It's not a situation where you reach for Jeff Okudah, you don't look any good at all. So you got to make sure you reach and you get the pick right. That's the biggest thing, man. And like I said, but he got a lot of players to pick from. Let me pull it up. Just think about all the players. This is gonna tell me a lot about. It's gonna tell me a lot about about him as a drafter at number 7. He take the best player available, and they turn out. I'm gonna respect him a lot more. But it's a lot of different ways he can go. You reach for Michael Parsons, like I said. All he do is rush and spot. It's not worth the 7th pick. It's just so many different options he could reach and get it right. You could reach for Zaven Collins, all right? You could reach for Najee Harris. Nobody would really get mad because I think he getting panned out. He physical, but then they signed Jamal Williams, so I doubt that. Kawhi Petty, you can reach for him. Why not? You talking about Christian Darrisaw, talking about Rashawn Slater, Caleb Farley. You talking about so many different players. Deshaun Smith, Devontae Smith, Jalen Watt. I don't really care for Jalen Watt, Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase. There's a lot of reason to stay where you at. Ain't no point of you trying additional picks. You that high for a reason. You better stay there. You better stay there and get it right. That's my whole thing about it. But I know how good of a drafter he is. If you think about quarterback number 1, quarterback 2, quarterback 3. Atlanta probably gonna go defense or offensive line. Cincinnati gonna go defense or offensive line. I believe Miami gonna go receiver. All right, so at number 7, you're gonna have to pick of the litter. You're gonna have to think. You're gonna have Kyle Pitts. You're gonna have either Smith, Chase, or Waddle there, or we talked about the cat from North Carolina. You're gonna have your pick your litter. You're gonna have Offense Slater there. The dude from Oregon won't be there. You're gonna have to pick your litter. You really are. You really gonna be able to do what you want to do. Now trading down, cool. If you trade down and you like Zaven Collins like I like him, cool. You trade down, you pick up an additional 2nd round pick. Okay, I get it. But I just think there's a lot of value at quarterback. There's a lot of value at receiver. There's a lot of value at offensive lineman this year. There's a lot of deep value at edge rusher. But where there's not value at, if you do trade down, it's probably gonna be for Christian Baymore. Where the Lions lack the most is the interior line position. Even with John Panisi, Deshaun Hand, and Michael Brockers, I think Christian Baymore is what the Lions need. They may be able to get him in the 2nd round, the way it's looking for this draft. But at receiver, you got Terrace Marshall, you got Cardavius Toney, you got Rashad Bateman, you got the dude from North Carolina. I think he better than all them dudes. He better than Waddle, he better than Bateman, he better than Rondale Moore. Only people he ain't really better than is Smith and Chase right now. But he's a hell of a receiver. But if they stay put, how can I be mad? You just got it's just options. Options from Alex Leatherwood. You could take him in the 2nd round and be happy. Trade the 7th pick, pick up a 2nd round pick this year. You could walk away with Alex Leatherwood and Asante Samuel Jr. You could walk away with just a lot of players this year. You could walk away with, man, and they really got a deep draft, at least at the top 100 players, and we gonna say it's hard to mess up. Right? We can say, oh, it's hard to mess up. It's hard to mess up. It's hard to mess up. But we've seen the Lions mess up, even the stupidest draft, like taking T.J. Hawkinson, taking Eric Ebron over Odell Beckham Jr. Man, we seen it, man. But If Brad Holmes can't get it right, man, I just think we're at the point where I don't think it could be done. I don't think it could be done. You know, that's just where we at in the whole situation, man. But like I said, man, it's really hard to mess it up this year unless it's injury or something, man. And like I said, they should. I'm gonna do it part two of prioritizing the picks. I think priority number one is quarterback, even with Jared Goff there. Priority number two is interior lineman. I think priority number three is the linebacker core. I think priority number four, I mean, you could prioritize it with right tackle, pass catcher, but you know, you ain't gonna be able to get everything in order and get it right. That's where teams get it wrong at. You know, take Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett, Baker Mayfield, however it went, you still can't get it right. You got to be the right quarterback that you believe in, not because it's consensus number one overall pick. You got to be the right left tackle, not because that's what you need. You know, you got to be the right pick, man. And they ain't got to reach for a quarterback if they don't really believe in them. You know, that's the thing. They don't have to reach. You know, if they have a receiver, the best player on their board, why not? You got the capital to move back into the first round if you really like somebody, but let's move on. For the most part, Brian Holmes is slain while the Lions didn't bring back Kenny Golladay. It says when the 2021 season began, Detroit Lions look much different than they did a year ago, especially when it comes to the wide receiver position. One receiver who will be playing elsewhere in 2021 is Kenny Golladay, who signed a huge multi-year deal with the New York Giants. On Monday, Lions GM Brad Holmes was asked about why Golladay is not returning to Detroit. His response was music to the ears. Holmes noted that there is plenty of depth at receiver in both free agency and via the NFL draft, and that is why Golladay did not get a big contract. Brad Holmes mentioned that the depth at wide receiver when asked about Golladay not returning, says he wishes Golladay the best in New York and happy he got the deal that he wanted from the Giants. So, I mean, what else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about? You know, obviously they didn't want to overpay for him. You know, and he went to New York. I mean, simple as that. I don't blame him. Why overpay for somebody that's been injury prone? He clearly number one, but he clearly ain't been that healthy guy. And you got depth. And with him saying there's depth in the draft, kind of leads you to believe they're probably going to take a quarterback, a receiver, number 7, or a receiver in the second round. And I do think, people didn't like when I say this, I do think they need to take 2 receivers. You know, why not? You take Devontae Smith, and why not if the dude from North Carolina there? Why not? If Terrence Marshall there later in the round, second round, why not? We need defense, CJ. We need defense. Well, I'm not worried about the defense. You got talent there. The coordinator wasn't good. They was rushing 3 or 4 guys and playing man-to-man coverage without help. Stupid. So I'm not worried about defense right now. I'm trying to help Jared Goff. If I'm not gonna take a quarterback, I'm trying to help Jared Goff be the guy he gonna do. If it's receiver, tackle, or receiver, tackle, running back, or tackle, receiver, or running back, why not help him out? Well, we was last in the defense. Well, people don't talk about New England. New England ain't shit in defense without Tom Brady. I'm not worried about the defense. This is a rebuild. You can rebuild it how you want to. If you come up with 2 receivers in the first and second round, why not? You know, look at the Detroit Lions. They got Brock. They got Panisi. They got Hand, right? Think of their defensive end. They got the Core brothers. Julian coming back. You got Romeo. You got Brian. You got Charles Harris. Trey Flowers. Okay. You still got Jamie Collins. You still got to ride with a new coaching staff. You still got Tracy Walker. You still got a crew that's going to be a year better, I hope. Or going to be a year better. Defense ain't all that bad, especially with creativity. The real clear weakness is probably the interior lineman and linebacker. So they can do whatever. You can find a great safety in round 3 and on. You know, so like I said before, they can do whatever they want. It's a rebuild. But for Kenny Golladay, I really ain't surprised. I ain't surprised at all. You know, people can act like they surprised about, Golladay, but I think he's right. Too much for a guy who didn't play last year. Had he played last year and he tore it up, it'll be a different story. But, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All our social media links, subscription. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, and Instagram. Links there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you guys think about Brad Holmes talking about trade down and his explanation on why he didn't bring back Kenny Golladay. One time, we go.